All right. Oh, what is that? What is that hairstyle? Is that a like? What is this cyberpunk like? This retro cyberpunk hairstyle? It's so he's got like a mullet, right? He's got like a fade top mullet, but then he has just a stripe of hair shaved off right there, and it's like, what is that? What is this? No, this will not do, not at all. Like I can't handle that hairstyle. So okay, we need a proper Dubbolus the Wizard. I guess let's see. So all right, we'll go with Femme Dubbolus this time. I don't know, it works. And okay, so we can hit the random button, and that might give us some ideas, right? Like okay, what does random give you? So I guess first off, I mean, are we going with the idea that this is our erudite wizard from EverQuest again? Well, I mean, easy enough to change the skin tone down, to shift that down, but I'm just curious what random... This kind of works for a wizard outfit, for a modern... I don't think we're gonna get full-blown fantasy wizard, but for like a modern day wizard, that kind of works. That outfit kind of works. That might be a good base to start from. Like I think random actually paid off for once. It's very rare that hitting the random button actually like works in a game, but this is a good base to work with here. All right, so let's see. You can be anything from a toddler, child, teenager, adult, or elder. Well, adult, normal sim. Also, I have said before, but like, I do have a lot of mods in that kind of change the look of stuff, and while nothing extreme, like I don't have any, there are more extreme visual overhauls than what I have, but I do have my graphics kind of, I have mods cleaning the Sims graphics up so they look a little, like they look a little higher definition, and they have some better shading on them, and like they just look a little more modern overall. Like, not to say that this is wildly different than they would look normally, but it's a lot more detailing than normal. Like, if you were to take this and then, like, I don't know, bring up a picture of a Sim in The Sims 4, this wouldn't look all that different. Alright, let's see. So I guess that's a good base to start from, and now let's get that erudite wizard going on. I don't think we have hoods. I don't think we have like full-blown hoods that we can wear or anything like that. But we'll try to get a wizard outfit going as best we can. So we can change the head. I think that'll like... Okay, so that we can do a little more in-depth customization on the head if we want. Well, they should have black hair, just because that's the erudite color, right? Erudite doesn't do weird hair colors, although you can go colorful. What is color? Colorful is colorful, I see. Oh, wow, there's a lot of options under colorful. Well, shit, yeah, there's a lot of options under colorful here. What is that? Oh my god. Oh my god, why does it have... Why are there fake ears as part of this hat? Why are there fake ears on the hat? Like this wouldn't... Okay, this hat wouldn't look nearly as ridiculous if it didn't have the fake ears on it. The fake ears are... I don't understand. I don't understand these fake ears. All right, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, it could go. I mean, honestly, I don't know. The colorful does look neat. It does look neat. I said we weren't. I said I wasn't a digital dollhouse player, but I do like fashion in games. I do like making my character look right. I like making characters that look unique and interesting. So you know what? The Sims got me. Damn it! God damn! I'm playing with dolls again. Damn it! I keep trying to get out, but they keep pulling me back in. But yeah, no, like these hats are just fucking weird. Oh my god. Rainbow clown afro with an ugly ass clown hat on top. Like, man. So the colorful hairstyles, you know, I was thinking to just go normal, right? Cause like, yeah, look, normal. You could be normal with normal hair, like a normal person, right? And there's tons and tons of options. Good God, there's tons of options. Ooh, I saw some wizard hats in there. Yeah, look at that. You got straight up wizard hat. Cool. I am tempted by the wizard hat. But yeah, no, I'm kind of drawn to some of these weird ass colorful hairs. That's there's such strange things going on with some of these hairstyles. Like if you look at it from this angle, this is a relatively normal hairstyle. But then you rotate it and it's like there's just like a dyed pink stripe right there, and it's a different length, and I don't understand what's going on with this hair. Let's see. Man, this is such a different vibe from Phoenix Point, right? We are firmly in the chill zone right now. And that music. Again, I do hope if it was answered, I missed it, but I do hope everything sounds okay. But oh god, this soundtrack, I'm kind of being transported back in time right now. I kind of like this weird ketchup and mustard and neon pink hair. I'm going with that one. But yeah, so for me, I played The Sims 1 and 2 a lot when I was a kid. Like, I played all the Sims games when they came out, but The Sims 1 and 2 specifically, I played those so much when I was young. And I believe The Sims 2, I'm trying to think when The Sims 2 came out. The copyright on my game here is like 2008, but that would be with the most recent, like that was with the latest DLC. It wasn't DLC, it was an expansion. So The Sims 2, I'm trying to think when it originally came out. I can't remember, but it was probably early, like mid 2000, early 2000 at the earliest. So still, you know, still very formative memories for me. And The Sims 2, I think I played The Sims 2 the most. Like, out of all the Sims games, I think I played 2 the most. And the various soundtracks for the game, I've heard them so many times that I just, like, when I hear them, it's like it hits a note in my brain, and it triggers all the memories, right? And this particular track, I don't know, it just puts me in a state of zen. I'd like to think that most people can agree that the Sims games have very unique music, right? At least the earlier ones. The modern Sims games, they tend to just do contemporary music, and they give it like Simlish dubbing, right? So they just take like popular, pop, rap, country, whatever. They take popular songs that are current, and then they do like, you know, they replace all the vocals with like Simlish, right? And then they call it a day. To me, that's just lazy. Like, I think a little bit of that is fine. You know, doing a little of that is okay. But when that is your soundtrack, that just feels lazy. That just feels lazy as hell. Like, The Sims 1 and 2, they got a musical vibe going on. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go with this hair. I don't know, it looks cool. I think for a wizard, for a modern Dubbolus the Wizard, this works. So now let's see, feature-wise, I don't know, what we got random with, it works. I think this works for the character. We can customize it further, but I'm not really sure in what way we would want to customize it exactly. Like, I don't know, I think she looks alright. Oh, the forehead. Hold up, can we get a big-ass forehead? Probably not. I wouldn't imagine we can do a whole lot with the shape of the head. I mean, maybe we can, but I don't think so. There are lots of sliders here. We can choose how short or long we want the face. That's just kind of a... Huh. Oh god. Oh man. Like, let me get a side angle on that. Yeah, it's like your face is all the way at the top, and then it just your face is just drooping down. But that does give the effect of having a very large cranium. That actually does do that, but that's a little too fucking much. that is a little too goddamn much right there. See, she likes it when she doesn't have so much forehead. But like a little bit. I think a little bit of forehead would get the idea across. This is an EverQuest erudite, right? So like, I don't know, like about there, just a little more forehead than normal, but not a ton more forehead. I think that doesn't look too abnormal, I don't think. Maybe a little less. Like, it's bugging me, like, just the way that it's done looks a little weird. Alright. Let's see. Maybe, oh my god, you can have a crazy nose. Just put me right in the middle, please. Okay. I think a little broader nose, just trying to get the features to kind of match the original concept that we're working with. Okay, you know, I will say this. So there are mods to give you like even more sliders and options and stuff, but I don't think I'm using those, or at least not much in the way of that. Like, most of this is kind of original customization, and for a game that came out in, like, you know, mid-2000, mid/early 2000, like, this is, like, there's a lot of customization visually, and we're not even to the mechanical customization yet, and there is mechanical customization. Which, just as someone who likes RPGs, I mean, you know, I can appreciate. So, okay, I don't know. Can smoosh the lips. Lower lip pinch. Upper lip pinch. What does pinch mean exactly? What does that mean? Like, I guess that just means like how full the lips are, I guess? I don't know. I guess I want less pinch, I guess? A little less pinch? I don't think I've ever heard it referred to as pinch, lip pinch. And I think this is just, okay, that is just actual fullness of lips. I think where we were at, kind of right around the middle, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. I think if I play around with these sliders too much, I'm gonna like just fuck up the face entirely. So let's not play with it too much. All right. I don't know, the makeup on the character looks fine already. I don't think this is really a makeup kind of character. Can I not slide here? Okay, there we go. It kind of bugs me that the mouse wheel does nothing here. Mouse wheel does nothing. which I guess it was like the mid 2000s. So not all PCs, like not all PC users had mouse wheels yet. It's kind of weird to think about, isn't it? Just a quick side thought. But it's a little weird when I think about it. But yeah, even in the mid 2000s, like it wasn't completely ubiquitous yet that that PC mouses had wheels. Like nowadays, it's common for, like, especially as a gamer, for your mouse to have, you know, a wheel, maybe a middle button, a couple side buttons, right? Like that's pretty common nowadays. But yeah, at the time, yeah, a lot of PC mice were just like, yeah, just 2 buttons, and that's it. Not even a wheel. It's kind of crazy to think about, like, using a PC and playing games with no scroll wheel. I need that scroll wheel. I need it. But no, you had to click the little slider and drag it. That's what you did back in the day. Alright, well, let's see. I don't know. What is this? Okay, blush, eyeliner, eyeshadow, lipstick. Look, I don't know what any of this means. What's this voodoo? I don't get it. Character looks fine. Yeah, like that just makes everything look worse. I mean, I think they all look worse anyway. I don't know. Yeah, all these options just make everything look worse. This is fine. Alright. Oh, there's more. So there's makeup, there's rings, bracelets, necklaces, and more. Costume makeup, and then glasses. Oh my, there's so many options. Yeah, so many options. Oh man, in jewelry, you got earrings, you got rings, bracelets, necklaces, miscellaneous. So you got a lot of shit in here. Oh man. I kind of feel like we should do the jewelry last, because we gotta know what the character's gonna wear first, right? But man, yeah, there's a lot to choose from here. I kind of feel like they random rolled a pretty good wizard outfit, like a pretty good modern wizard outfit, but is there anything that looks more fitting? Let's see. Oh god, there's a lot. So I suppose we want to try to look as fantasy as we can look, right? And it does seem like there's a lot of options for that. I mean, some of these, like, this looks like a pirate outfit here. That's just a pirate outfit. Oh, that's... I'm not really sure what I would call the style on that exactly. Like, it's a weird... Like, it doesn't really look modern, but it doesn't look fantasy or old-timey either. It's in a weird place. Huh. Yeah, well, that's just punk. That's just a punk outfit. Oh my god, this... Like, okay, so this one just makes me think of a sci-fi wizard somehow. Yeah, like, this is like... this is a sci-fi wizard. I don't even know how that works. So I am already very captivated by the fashion on offer. Which I will say this, The Sims 4, from how much of it I had played, I mean, it has a lot of outfits and stuff, but, like, I never really found many of the outfits in that to be very creative, or to look all that terribly interesting. And maybe that's just all on me, but I'm looking at the outfits in this game, and I'm already captivated, and I'm like, well, I don't know how I even describe this outfit. But it's not, like, so outlandish that it just looks ridiculous. It's just kind of like, I'm not sure what I would classify this as. And I think this is what the character, yeah, this is what they were wearing. Like, that's what we got random rolled with, and that does work. yeah, various versions of this does work, I would say. But like, I'm really looking for something actually fantasy, like something that looks mage-like, if we can go there. That's just a clown. That's just a clown. Oh, I guess, hey, if you're going for magic, right? If you're going for magic, I suppose this is literally a magician, right? Like this is literally a magician's outfit. So I mean, I guess that would qualify as magic, right? But that's a, I don't know, that's an illusionist. That's just a magician. We're looking for full-blown wizard. And I'm seeing a lot of things that kind of, like, okay, I get the idea and it's a little close to what we might want, but like, it's not quite giving me wizard vibes. Where are the wizard robes at? What is this? Oh, that's a sweater. I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at for a second. Alright. Okay, now we're kind of onto the more just contemporary clothing. Pink gorilla costume. Pink gorilla costume. Oh yeah, there's the fantasy. Wrong kind of fantasy though. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, this might work, right? Like, yeah, this might work out. Either a red or purple medieval dress, right? Well, I mean, it's not the pure red that like a wizard robe would have in EverQuest, but like, hey, yeah, there you go. There's a wizard robe. Or a vampire. I mean, I guess it could work for either one. But it is a medieval dress with red in it. I think that might be as close as we can get to a wizard garb. Let's see. Okay, that looks like it's Christmas themed. So we have some contenders here. Oh wait, is this just an actual, like, oh yeah, a little more modern, I'd say, in look. But yeah, that would be a red kind of fantasy dress slash robe, you could interpret it as. So that actually is about probably as close as we're gonna get to that red erudite wizard robe from EverQuest. So yeah, it's about as close as you're gonna get to that, I think, without like just literally modding in a red wizard robe. But I'm just gonna check out what the other options are. But we're not. I don't think we'll get any better than this for what I'm going for. So here we are. Oh yeah, and they have different. You have different outfits for different occasions. So like, okay, when we're formal, right? When we're in formal mode, what do we wear? Is that when you put on the stage magician outfit, I wonder? I don't know, I feel like these are outfits that you'll just kind of, you know, they're for specific occasions, right? So, they don't need to be as custom, if you will. But they should probably be different than the normal outfit. Like, I don't know, that's formal, I guess, or this one, or... I don't know, that's... Let's go with that one. So there's your formal wear. I guess we're going with red as a general theme. So keeping with red as a theme, or some variation close to red. So we'll just kind of choose all their outfits. Pajamas, yeah, you get red pajamas. Swimwear. Full diving suit. I mean, honestly, why not? Go full diving suit. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of the character choosing the one outfit that is not a swimsuit or not a bikini of some kind, and it has red themes to it, so like, yeah, sure, there you go. That's your swimwear. Sportwear. Sportwear. That's red. This is also red. Let's go with that one. And then this is like winter wear, I think. I believe it's outerwear. So outerwear, I guess that's what they wear when it's colder weather, right? So for colder weather, yeah, that works. That looks fall or winter appropriate. All right. So they have their clothings, and then we choose the aspirations. But before I do that, like, so now we get to actually choose the mechanical stuff now. But before we do that, I just want to make sure that I, like face-wise, that we have everything how we want it to be. Oh wait, eye color. I just realized eye color. It's still got blue eyes. Where do I change that? Here. Okay. Brown works. Just a plain ass brown works. Or, I mean, that or green. Either one works for the type of character we're going for. I think I'm not sure. I think the character's appearance might change when we start going down the dark path of wizardry, but we'll see. So yeah, that works fine. So I didn't choose the jewelry on the character because I thought, well, we don't even know. I don't know if any of that'll be visible with the clothing choices. So it's still not gonna be like it's not terribly visible either way. Like, yeah, none of that's terribly visible. But we do kind of go with the concept that, well, yeah, in EverQuest you have, like, look, every character in EverQuest has jewelry on everything. You got rings, you got earrings, you got your neck piece, your face cloths or whatever. Like, everyone's decked out. So I figure, okay, you know, let's also have our magic rings and stuff here too, right? What's the difference between some of these rings? Oh wait, it's the finger. Like that's a weird finger to have a ring on. I just realized that. I wonder, can you have rings on multiple fingers here? Or yes, you can actually. Huh, that's neat. I wonder how many rings can you have? You can have one on the thumb as well. Huh. Kind of interesting. You can have rings on every finger except your ring finger. Right? Like, I don't know, that's just me, but it's like, I find it very interesting that you can have a ring on every finger, literally except for your ring finger. Huh. That's a choice. Yeah, like, that's a choice, but hey, why not? Yeah, look, we got all the magic rings. Which I always wondered in any sort of RPG where you have ring slots, right? I always wondered, why wouldn't you just wear, yeah, like, why would you only wear like one magic ring on each hand? Why wouldn't you wear like like, look, you can even wear more than one ring on a finger, right? So like, why not have like 3 rings on every finger? You know, really maximize your magic ring potential. I don't know, I always wondered that. I'm sure there's always some reason why that would not be practical or feasible, but I don't know. I feel like if you put me in a fantasy setting, no, I'm putting a magic ring on everything I can possibly put a magic ring on, and I'm just stacking them. Like, why wouldn't I? Alright, there we go. So we got, yeah, magic earrings. Let's see. Oh, there's a miscellaneous. What is miscellaneous? Oh, that's face piercings, huh? Okay. So you can have some piercings, but like, I don't know. What looks the most enchanted? I don't know, that looks pretty magical if you ask me. Alright. So I think on the visual end the character's good to go. I think visually they're good to go. So we have our contemporary Dubbolus the Wizard here. Modern sim version of Dubbolus the Wizard. So now, okay, so now we gotta kind of figure what we want to do with the character, and I guess a personality too. So aspiration, yet pleasure, family, romance, knowledge, fortune, and popularity. There's no power ambition. So, okay, popularity aspiration. So this is like, this will kind of act as a guiding framework for what the sim will do to feel better about their life, right? I guess the best way to put aspiration in this game is that it's sort of the guiding, it's like the underlying fundamental guiding principle to the character's life. Like, underneath everything else, this is kind of what guides them towards what they want to do. So in that way, it's kind of a shame that there's only, there's only 6, right? But it's okay. So yeah, popularity is all about winning fights, reach the top of the politics career, sell a masterpiece, have 3 best friends, have a great party, reach the top of the athletic career. So there's multiple ways to go about each of these. I guess to rule things out, definitely not pleasure or family or romance. Probably popularity, not really so much either. I feel like it's gonna come down to knowledge and fortune. So, oh, yeah? No. Oh, okay. Ah, a cat came in and got hungry. So yeah, I will say I think that, like, in The Sims 3 it's a little more modular in how it handles something like aspiration. This one, it's just kind of like, yeah, 6 choices, but there are a lot of ideas within those 6 choices. So I guess for the fortune one, so be an overachiever, big bonus, which I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't really detail what that means exactly. Marry a rich sim. I kind of feel like that falls under romance a little bit, but yeah. I mean, I guess it's about the money ultimately, but still. Earn 50,000 simoleons. Top of athletics, top of business. I think knowledge would kind of fit most with a wizard, right? That is kind of what wizards are usually about. So ask for homework help. Well, our sim's not a kid, so that won't really apply. Get A+. Okay, so a lot of these are like for a sub-adult sim. So maxing a skill, okay, that's something I could see doing. Meet aliens. See a ghost. Well, that kind of, that falls under supernatural stuff. Be saved from death. Ooh. Maximize all skills. Reach the top of the science career. So, you know what? Like, hey, we have to work with what we can work with, and I'd say the pursuit of knowledge for a modern wizard sim that seeks ultimate power and immortality, you know what? Knowledge makes sense, right? So then, okay, then we have the personality. So I don't want for the sim to be like, you know, not min-maxed or a complete weirdo with their points. Which also the later Sims games did away with this concept. It's only in the Sims 1 and 2 where they have this sort of idea of a kind of sliding scale of personality. Like, oh, you're either, you know, you're somewhere on the grouchy or nice spectrum, right? Yeah, it was only kind of the Sims 1 and 2 that did that, and later Sims games from 3 onwards, they instead, they sort of shifted to, I forget what they're called exactly, but they're just traits, right? Like, you have traits, and, you know, like your sim will have the trait that they're super neat, or the trait that they like cats or whatever, right? And that is a little more modular and more specific, right? So like all Sims kind of have the same baseline, but then they have traits that modify their behavior, and like I'm not really sure which one I like the most, because there's pros and cons to doing it both ways, right? Like the pro to having everything be traits is you can kind of get Sims to act a very specific way if you give them a specific combination of traits. But on the other hand, it kind of makes them a little predictable too, because, well, you know, the neat freak Sim will always clean everything, right? Whereas in this, if I set a Sim to maximum neatness, I mean, yeah, they'll clean a lot, but like that doesn't define them, you know, and they might not clean if they're not in a good mood. Like, this is more simple in a way, but it kind of gives a little more flexibility, I want to say. So okay, I'd say let's make maybe 3 as a baseline for everything, and then build from there. So at 3, they're not really, you know, they're not like the worst at everything, but they're kind of, you know, they have room for improvement. So I would say Dubbolus the Wizard probably leans more on the serious side. So less playful even. Are they grouchy or nice? Well, erudite wizards are neutral, so somewhere in between would probably be fine. I'd say 3 points is 3 points is probably pretty grouchy. That's 2 points right there. 2 points is punch a teddy bear. Is 3 points punch a teddy bear too? I don't know. Like, I don't want to be super mean, but they're not very sociable. Erudites in EverQuest have very low charisma, so that would I feel like that would translate to being kind of like a nerd, like an uncultured nerd is kind of what that would equate to. So okay, neatness. I feel like neatness would definitely be pretty high up there. I don't like to have anything maxed out, but just kind of like, well, you know, have a good amount, right? So yeah, they'd be neat, yeah, probably less sociable, more serious, you know, less nice, but not, and then how active they are. Well, I mean, we're pursuing knowledge, so I imagine we'd be pretty active in our pursuit of knowledge, right? Alright, so, okay. Then I have more points I could distribute, but I don't think, like... So, okay, guess we could take those last couple points and I guess just make them not like super unfriendly or anything like that. Almost feel like we should go down more with Sirius. I feel like we might be a little too grouchy, but I feel like this is fine. This is fine. I don't know what to do with this last point here. So, let's see. We want to be more active, more neat, more playful. And also, sorry if it comes through, but wife doing a phone call real quick. So let's see. Let's go with a little more neat. So there. Okay. So for a wizard, I think, yeah, neat. So they're more on the neat side of things. They're not very sociable, but they're not like, yeah, like they're not antisocial. They're pretty active, but not super active. And they're pretty serious, but not like dead serious, just serious. And they're not, I don't know, like they're more towards not nice than nice, but they're not like, yeah, not antisocial. Oh man, she's having a call up there. Again, sorry if it comes through. So, alright. Man, she has a habit of kind of like walking around the house whenever she gets on the phone, so like, yeah. Alright, let's see. So, last thing we gotta select is the turn-ons and turn-offs. So, turn-ons. I don't think we'll really get a whole lot of, like, use out of this one way or the other. I don't really think this is a romance kind of character. But, I don't know, like, what would these be? Okay, what turns on... well, here we go. Witchliness. Or is it witchiness? Witchiness. So, witchiness is a turn on. And what else? Man, there's so many... You can actually just get a nice little look at some of the life states in the game here. So yeah, you have like witch sims, that's a life state. Lycanthropy, plant simism, robots, zombism, or zombieism. I know there's more life states than that. But those are the big ones, I guess. So, okay, other than magic as a turn-on, what's a good turn-on? Hard workers, gray hair, logical, unemployed, influential, travel. Oh yeah, vampirism, another sim state, aliens, formal wear, fatness, oh god, fatness as turn on. Oh my god, stink is a turn on. Okay, how about logical, since I think the sim that we've made is going to be, since they're very serious and neat, I believe that would translate to a very logical sim. And then the turn-offs. I don't know. Maybe make charisma be a turn-off. Like, you're too charismatic. Can't have that. Hmm. I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, I'm tempted to just go charismatic as the turn off. But like, our character here is gonna have a high charisma skill, so because maxing out all the skills is one of the things that is part of the knowledge aspiration. So, like, I'm trying to think like what like what will they not themselves do, right? I don't know. I feel like you need more of these, but like, let's go with unemployed. They don't like bums. Okay, so I think I'm happy with these stats, the stat spread, and apparently this particular spread of stats here that translates to being a Virgo. Apparently, I have no idea what the astrological signs in The Sims 2 mean, but yeah, there you go, you're a Virgo. I think they did away with this in The Sims 3. I believe they did away with the horoscope angle in The Sims 3, but in The Sims 1 and 2, they used it. I don't really know what it actually translated to. Like, I really don't know what exactly these star signs actually do for you in gameplay, but there it is. Alright. So, are we happy here with Dubbolus the Wizard? Something feels off. Oh, I know what it is. I know it feels off. I know it feels off here, because they have the huge forehead and everything. Eyebrows. That's what feels off. Let's see if we can we fix the eyebrows real quick? Is there, where are the eyebrows at? Can change the brow. Like, this is eyebrows, right? Or is it? Can we change eyebrows? Or are all eyebrows the same? Like, if I say push this, it makes the eyebrows go higher, like they sit a little higher up on the face, right? I'm not crazy. They look more full, but I'm not sure. I think the eyebrows look a little more full there. Okay, so we have Dubbolus the Wizard. And I think I'm happy with that. Alright, we have a sim now. The Wizard family. Now, we don't get to start as a wizard, though. So, this is, again, a little bit of a difference between early Sims, later Sims. From The Sims 3 onward, they let you just start the game as whatever special sim you want. So like in The Sims 3 and onwards, if you want to start with a vampire or a wizard or a werewolf or whatever, you can just make that. Like, you can just make the character be that thing in the create a sim and just start playing that way. But special sim life states were treated a little differently in The Sims 1 and 2. In The Sims 1 and 2, special life states were treated as special, and they were treated as not the normal, and they were very much a gameplay reward for playing the game, too. Like, if you want to learn, like, if you want your sim to be a magical sim, then you have to learn magic. Like, you have to go out of your way to get into it. And same goes for being like a werewolf or a vampire or whatever. Like, you have to go out of your way to find a way to contract those conditions. Like, you couldn't just start the game that way. And if you think about it, that's kind of a similar mentality to an RPG, actually. Like Elder Scrolls games, right? Like, you know, in any Elder Scrolls game where you can get vampirism or lycanthropy or whatever, you don't just start the game like that. You know, it's not a character creation option. It's a condition that you need to get through playing the game and getting it, you know? Like, it's gameplay. And yeah, The Sims 1 and 2 go with the same idea that it's gameplay to get into those things. So, alright, where do we start our modern wizard adventure? I believe there is a trailer park, right? Yeah, there's a trailer park right over here. That's an easy start. It's a nice low-cost option. And I do have, so I have a mod in that triples the bills. So any bills that my character gets is triple what it would normally be. And that can be adjusted up or down. So like you can, I think you can get bills anywhere from like just double the bills to like, I think 10 or 15 times the bills, like crazy numbers. But I just went with a 3x on the bills because we do still want to have enough money to be able to do things and have some fun. But if it turns out that that it's too easy to meet our living expenses, we can always up them a little bit. You know, if getting by paycheck to paycheck was too easy, you can make it a little harder on yourself. Alright, where to start? Well, the trailer park is an easy start, right? And you have company over there, too. Yeah, you start in the trailer park, you'll be surrounded by friends, right? Your trailer park friends. There is also it's like a housing complex over here, and there's has another complex over there. I wonder. Yeah, there's a lot of... I mean, we could also just move them into a house, too, but, Ooh, I kind of like these. Yeah, look at that. They're like, Yeah, like they're just sort of like individual housing units, but all lined up next to each other. I kind of like that, but, I don't know, like what's more wizardly? Oh god, there's so many apartments that we can move into. That looks almost like a hotel. Yeah, there's a lot of options for apartments. Oh, these also are apartment buildings too, but I bet they're too expensive to just move into. And I do think that like the apartment choice is, I think that's the better choice to start with. They tend to be a little cheaper. And you're in a shared lot, so there's just other Sims all around you, and I kind of like that. So, I don't know, I kind of like, we're not getting the full detail on it from up here, but I do kind of like the look of this. Like, it looks like, so what it looks like there are 4 actual homes here, so I'm kind of like mentally dividing it up, so like let's say we had this door here. I assume that the split would be right along, yeah, like right along the middle there, and we'd have, that'd be a large house to yourself. So you can get an empty apartment unit or move in with someone else. It is a little difficult to tell just how much we'd actually be paying in rent just from looking at this, because it does matter depending on how much is actually on the lot, you know? Yeah, it's a little hard to tell. this one also looks pretty nice. Maybe too nice to start. So this one looks like another, I think all of them are 4 housing units, but kind of like the look of this one. I don't know, there's a lot of good options here. Lots of good options. It looks like there's, like, you can kind of see like who's moved into each one already. Yeah, like there's already like some people living in these, just a little bit. I don't know, let's see, this one doesn't look bad. This one looks okay. Ooh, there's a, oh, it looks like, so it looks like there's a little like back garden to each of these homes. Yeah, like they have a little bit of a back garden area. That might be nice. Choices all around. I mean, if we want garden space, I'd assume the trailer park would be where you want to go. But like, yeah, do we want to live in the trailer park? I don't know. If we can move in here, maybe this would be a good start. Again, there's so many options, right? So many options. I don't know if we can afford all of them, but like we have to think about not only can we afford to move in, but can we afford to live there, right? Like, is rent gonna be too high that we just can't afford to live there anymore? That'll be the tricky part. Oh wait, I think like with the apartments, I think they just have like a set rent, I think. And if I'm reading this right, so I think like it'd be 772 to 1,238 to pay rent there. That's pretty significant. Oh yeah, now that I kind of look at it, that would be a lot. Yeah, now that I look at it, oh yeah, the cost. So yeah, so the trailer park is only 772 to 1,238. So the minimum for this one is 1,972. And I believe you have to pay bills twice per week. So that money would drain your money very quickly. Very, very quickly. We start with 20,000. So I think we probably, yeah, I think the trailer park might be what we can afford, you know? Trailer park might be all you can really get. So, all right. So let's start at the trailer park, move into an empty apartment unit. So we're getting our humble beginnings in the trailer park. Home sweet home. Just loading everything in. And I set them to like minimal playfulness, and here they are, lollygagging on the swing. All right, so let's see what we've got to work with. Which one is our house? This one is vacant. Well, let's pause so we don't waste time. Okay, greetings and welcome. Take a look around and see if you find an apartment that suits your needs. If you do see one you like, go ahead and click on the door of that apartment and select Rent Apartment. So we get to choose. Okay. So that one is vacant, and oh yeah, look, you can, okay, so I guess rent is sort of stable then, right? Like, I guess it doesn't matter how much furniture we own, I guess. And that's a little different from a house. Like, when you have a house in the game, the amount you pay in your bills is it's relative to how much shit you have on your lot. So the more shit you have, the more your bills cost. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like for apartments, it's just a set amount that it costs to live there. All right, well, that one's 1,002 per week. So I guess we don't have to pay bills twice. Like with a house, you got to pay bills twice per week. So yeah, so the apartments are kind of the way to go. And I believe that these are like I believe that the rate for this is like this is the triple bills that I have put in. So normally, I guess so normally if it'd be like what's this one? This one is 873. That one's 828. So yeah, I guess that number is about 3 times what it would be normally. So normally bills would be a lot more manageable, or a lot not. This is manageable, but bills would be something you don't have to think about quite as much normally. But in my game, yeah, I like the bills. Okay, so what's the cheapest one? That's 828. 873. That's over 1,000. I'm not really sure why any one of them costs more than the other. Like, do they get more space? I don't think so. That one's 1,238, but this one is definitely more space, I want to say. Like, I want to say this one is, like this particular, yeah, this particular trailer is more space, I want to say. And I think that one, I think there's someone living in that one, so I can't rent that one. So this one is real fucking tiny. Like, this one really doesn't have a lot of room. Like, that's gonna be cramped, actually. I mean, okay, they are different sizes. Yeah, I kind of see it now. So, like, yeah, there is a slight size difference in all of these. Well, okay. So that's 1,002. 1,238. I mean, we might want to go with one of the bigger ones then? Like, we might want to go with the 1,238, but then again, I'm kind of thinking, do we actually really want to live in this fucking trailer park, right? Like, so right now, we have not committed to anything. Do we want to actually live in the goddamn trailer park? I don't think that's a proper place to do our wizarding, right? I mean, eventually I want to make like a castle or something, but I don't think this is proper wizard place. So let's see. Can we can walk to a lot, visit a sim? So I mean, we're not a resident here yet, right? So I'm thinking we want to get the hell out of this place. I think all that involves is just exiting back out to the neighborhood, and then we move the family from there, I think. So now that I know we can kind of like preview what we're getting, yeah, let's take a look at least one of the other places that looked interesting and aren't crazy expensive. So yeah, we want to go back out to be over here. Yeah, so we want to go back out to the neighborhood. I didn't do anything here, but we did move in. Let's save, why not? For continuity's sake, let's save. Yeah, so we're like, yeah, we're 1 out of 4 here. So let's go ahead and move family out. Okay, so yeah, you know, again, it's good to know that we can preview what we're getting. So, okay. So what we were looking at there was on the maximum end of the spectrum, 1,238. So the lowest one here is 1,972. Highest is 2,282. So like, I mean, the difference between minimum and maximum isn't too great there. I'd say these houses are probably they're probably the next step up from the trailer park. Oh, this one's not too bad either. Yeah, 904 to 1,900. Huh. Yeah, like this one, oh god, yeah, a lot of buildings in the way. I mean, this one looks fairly economic. I want to say this looks like an economic place to live, right? Like it's an apartment complex that only costs a little more than the trailer park. I think it's still in the bad part of town though. Like the big, you know, the radio tower and the like the garbage cans and debris everywhere would suggest to me that this is the bad part of town. But you know, like let's not stereotype. But they do have all these nice parks over here. Like, oh yeah, look at all them parks. So yeah, I kind of want this one, but yeah, the cost is minimum 1,972. And that's the maximum over here. So, yeah, let's check this one out. Because, you know, we don't want to live in the trailer park, right? Like, we could anywhere but the trailer park, but we can't really afford a lot. All right. I like the view here. I mean, it's in the same general area as the trailer park, but I don't know, it feels like there's more to look at around the building. Alright, so let's pause and let's get a lay of the land here. And this person just looks defeated as they walk into the area. That posture. So yeah, like this is okay. Nice. Is it a multi-floor apartment building? Because it looked like it from the start. Go up a floor. I think page down, page up. Yeah, that goes up and down. So yeah, here's the overall apartment building. And yeah, like we got all this nice, we have all this nice urban culture all around us. I like that. You look over here and you got like some nice tall building. You know, the big city is just over there, right? But yeah, I don't know, I like this. This area looks fine to me. Oh, hey there, experiments. We're just having a nice, calm, relaxing day with the Sims after all that stressful Phoenix Point. Trying to make my wizard returns, but as a Sim. So yeah, okay. Where do we want to live in this nice apartment complex? So if we look at it, at the bottom floor, you have a little, I wonder if that's functional or not. Might just be decoration, but like, oh yeah, you got a nice little park over there in quotes. You know, park in very large quotes. So it looks like you enter the building and then you go up a floor and that's where the actual apartments are. There's a staircase on the side here, and at first I thought this is like a fire escape, but it doesn't connect to the apartment building. It's like this side area, it's literally just a way to access the rooftop. Yeah. They have a bar on the roof? They have a fucking bar on the roof, man. I take back what I said. This is the high life right here. So yeah, you have a nice roof access over here. That's cool. And then I guess you can also access the roof from the inside, just climbing the middle staircase. I like the general layout of the building. I'll say that. So the question is, where do we want to live in this thing? So this one is 911, 904, 1050, 1044. So I'd say that the first floor is very affordable, right? First floor is very affordable. Though I look at the actual space, and there's not a lot of space going on here. So yeah, you take this apartment, and you have a nice little kitchen area. I assume you want to make this into a bedroom. You have a bathroom. And then this tiny little hallway here is kind of your living room. So if we want to eat, we're going to have to put a table somewhere, probably in the kitchen area. So yeah, it's living would be a little cramped there, a little bit. So there's 2 floors, right? Yeah, there's 2 floors of apartments. That one's 970, 1038, 1900. Oh, I see why this one is 1900. I see. Yeah, okay. So yeah, compared to like what's the second most expensive? Second most expensive, I think, is this one. And yeah, this I don't really see how this gives you any more space than any of the other ones, but yeah, this apartment right here, or not this one. Yeah, this apartment right here is literally the whole side of the building, so you have a lot of free space to yourself in this area. Yeah, like you've got so here you've got all this, right? You have this gray area here. That's all like living room. Do whatever you want with it. Then you have a nice sized bathroom. You've got a bedroom, and you've got a second bedroom. I gotta be honest, I don't really think you need a second bedroom. I feel like that's unnecessary, but I guess if you had a family, right? Like if you had an actual family, you could move them in there, and yeah, you could make use of that. But I feel like for our character here, that would just sort of be like a library, right? Like, I don't know, you turn that into a library instead of another bedroom. But I guess, do we need that much? I guess that's the question: is do we need that much space, right? And is it worth nearly 2,000 a week? And I'm not sure it is. But then, yeah, but then you have like these really cramped areas, and it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like you're not, yeah, you're not really gonna have the room to work with here with that. So yeah, I'm going big. I'm going big. Let's rent this apartment. We might be we might be on the way to bankruptcy, but we're renting the nice apartment. Yep, $1,900 a week, due every Monday. And we're the only tenant in the building right now. Sweet. I think we're the only tenant in the building. Maybe Michelle Say over there, maybe she lives here too, I don't know. And look, oh, it immediately starts raining. Oh. This is a good omen. Alright. And I guess over here is where we get, like, that's where we get our mail and everything. Okay. Alright. Well, okay. So, this is my space to build with how I like. Okay, I can't get rid of the little wardrobe over here, so I can't sell the closet. I'm guessing I can't build, yeah, I can't build here either, so it's sort of the downside of an apartment. the downside of an apartment is that you can't edit the structure of the apartment. Like, you can't build new walls or tear walls down. You can only build, well, you can only buy furniture. So, no renovation. So we're gonna have to work our way up if we want to actually, like, live nice, right? But I think this is a good start. So let's kind of go over everything and see what we need. So we have a kitchen, and that's a good start. We have nowhere to eat food, though. Yeah, we have no fooding areas. So, okay, let's start with that. I need a table of some kind. And we don't want to waste too much, since we don't even have any form of income. We need to not waste too much money on our furniture. So I'm gonna try to, like, get furniture that looks half decent, but isn't gonna break the bank either. We do want a table that can seat too, because you'll probably have company over at some point. That would seat plenty of people, but I wanna keep it contained to this area, and yeah, a smaller table. Smaller's better here, I think. I mean, actually, you could go with a singular table would work too. The roundabout. Like, we could put this. I don't know. Trying to think, where would I put it? We could put this, like, here, and then put chairs over here, or It'll look a little weird one way or the other. That looks so fancy. This kind of matches the aesthetic of the kitchen a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think this kind of sort of matches the aesthetic of the kitchen, I think. And then you can just, like, slap that down wherever. Okay, let me get some dining chairs in here. The Vroom dining chair. I don't know, kinda sorta matches with the kitchen. Not really. Is that an office chair? It's a padded egg chair. Is it for the office? Is it for the kitchen? Who knows? I don't know. This looks fine to me. Does this look fine? Is it fine? Looks fine enough to me. Hell, we could put a TV over here, and then you could watch TV while you're eating. Or I don't know. I kind of like. Okay, look. So for me, I kind of feel like this might just gel a little better. I don't know. I'll play around with it. So we need a bed. We need an actual bed to sleep in, and technically you don't need a double bed, but it is handy to have a double bed. The cheap, easy Morrissey double bed gives 1 comfort, 2 energy. So yeah, that is the bare minimum of a bed. You're not gonna have a good rest on that bed. Now I will say this. Okay, real quick. So The Sims has always had an interesting idea about, like, because it's a game and it has to have mechanics. The idea that like a cheap bed gives you less comfort and energy and, like, less sleep. I can understand the comfort a little more than the energy. Like, the thing is, your sleep, like how good you sleep, that really shouldn't have anything. It should have minimum to do with the bed, right? The bed should be more about your comfort. Like, oh, it's nice and soft. I like just sitting on it whenever, right? But yeah, no, like in The Sims, the cheap bed is gonna feel like shit and you're gonna sleep badly. And then the super ultra expensive bed, that, yeah, like that gives you max comfort, max energy, and it even makes the room look better. And it's like, it's an interesting idea about paying more to feel a little more comfortable in your own home. I don't know. But you know, the original idea behind The Sims was, it's kind of funny. The original idea on The Sims was that it's almost a dystopian game, in the sense that, like, oh, hold up! I just noticed I got a little reconnecting. Hold up, let me just check something real quick. I'm gonna tab out just for a moment. All right, tabbing out just for a moment. Okay, we dropped a couple frames, but it looks like everything is running smooth still. All right, so I guess it wasn't too bad. But I'm tabbing back in now. Game don't break on me. Game don't break. Okay, we should be fine. I will just refresh my Twitch chat real quick, because I get a little nervous every time I see that something has been interrupted, right? I get a little nervous when I see that the stream's been interrupted in some way. So just resetting that. Okay. But yeah, so originally the idea behind The Sims was that it's a satire on modern American/Western living and capitalism and all that, and it's supposed to be a satire, and it's supposed to kind of hint that maybe things aren't great, and again, I appreciate some of the ideas on it, because it's what gives the early Sims game their kind of edge, their personality. And part of the original design philosophy, more so with The Sims 1 than The Sims 2, but it is still there, is the idea that the more things you have, the more nice things you have, that the more it costs to maintain those nice things, and that you'll get stuck in an endless loop of working to the bone and trying to advance to get more money, and you'll just be trapped in an endless loop of maintaining your position and your friendships and all that, and that the more things you have, that it in turn makes you more unhappy as you try to maintain it all, right? That was kind of the original design philosophy that Will Wright had when he came up with The Sims. And that idea, it translates to a lot of the gameplay, but it's also an idea that got completely lost in translation as the franchise went on. Like at The Sims 1, it's like, oh, when you start, you're poor broke and you can't afford anything, and you want to get better furniture so that your sim is happier, so that they can make more money. But then the nicer things you get, the more you have to work to maintain it, and then it leads to a vicious cycle, right? It leads to a vicious cycle. The Sims 2, I think, is a good balance. I think The Sims 2 kind of hit a good balance between, the almost dystopian nature of Wright's vision and just a fun game. But then, yeah, the Sims 3 and onwards, it's more just like, no, buying things makes you happy. Consume more product. Please buy our new DLC. They kind of dropped the undertones. Also, hey there, Acceleron. Ahoy there. Welcome to this here quiet little stream today. It feels nice to play a comforting, relaxing game after stressing myself right the fuck out playing Phoenix Point. Feels nice to relax with The Sims again. Oh no, oh no, you... No, stay away from that ladder. Come on, we all did it. We all did it when we were kids. I remember just slide on over to that pool ladder and pull it out and sell it. I remember. Worst thing that happened in The Sims is when they allowed them to get out of the pool without a ladder. But okay, so let's see. We want a nice bed. You want something that'll actually give you some energy, because if it, like, I think it's kind of a trap to go for the really cheap beds in this game, because like your thought is oh, the cheaper the bed, the less I have to pay in taxes on it, right? Because I don't think it works that way for apartments, but for like normal houses in The Sims, the amount you pay in bills is directly relative to the net worth of all of the objects and like all the money that goes into building your Sims house and everything around it. It's like the sum of that kind of translates to your bills. So yeah, the more expensive your furniture, the more bills you're paying. I don't think we have to worry about that in an apartment, which is nice. But yeah, like the cheap bed is just a trap because it gives you so little energy. Your Sim is gonna be sleeping for like half the day. They're gonna waste so much time sleeping in bed. You know, getting even a half decent bed will save you a lot of time, and you can use that time to improve your Sim so they can make more money. And yeah, so the super cheap is a bit of a trap. And I do have I have a 3x multiplier on bills in my game. We'll see how that works out for me. But yeah, like, so I think normally I don't think the apartments would cost like 900 something. I think it would be a much lower number, but yeah, I like having to meet those bills. Alright, so what's a nice, you know, we have a lot of furniture we need to get, and we also need to be able to pay rent. So we want to be economic with what we buy to start, but not too economic. We don't want to go too cheap, or yeah, we'll get caught in that trap of just not being able to get those needs up and also go to work and have any time left over to do anything. Like in a weird way, there is strategy to The Sims, at least the earlier ones. Like when I played The Sims 4, I never really thought about anything. But in The Sims 1 and 2, at least, there is some strategy in how you play, because it does matter a little bit. Alright, so this bed, 2 comfort, 3 energy, and a little environment. So 8 is the most that anything can give. 4, how about a 4 bed? So that'd be dreaming of old bed. So that would give us about half of the energy that we need. And the next step up is this. Oh no. Where's the next step up? Okay, it leaps from 4 to 6. But that's 2,200 for a bed. That's a little expensive for me. Yeah, so we'll go with Dreaming of Old Bed. Give it a nice color scheme that kind of fits with everything else. Yeah, there we go. And let's see. Plop it in right there. There you go. You got a bedroom now. You got yourself a bedroom. I wonder. Oh, didn't want to edit that one. Okay, I was just checking to see, like, I think these 2 rooms are the same size. If one was bigger than the other, I'd use that as the bedroom, and then change the other one into a library in the future. I don't think we're gonna have a library for our Sim just yet. Or we're gonna have a bookshelf and a place to sit, but we're not gonna have a full-blown nice library for a little while. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna put a dresser in, but yeah, having a closet, that works. So the bedroom's looking a little plain, but for a first house, this is fine. Again, at some point, when we make all the simoleons, I want to make a proper wizard castle for my sim. But this ain't it. This is just getting started. And getting started with at least a little bit of dignity, so we didn't go with the smallest apartment. Alright, let's see. So I do want to get a bookshelf in, because we want to work on our skills. So a very basic recliner or something, and then bookshelves. One bookshelf. Let's not go crazy, shall we? So we need... Uh-oh. Sounds like the cats are up to something. Your cat shenanigans going on? Oh, so we might have to deal with that in a second. But we'll see. So, okay, what's, Okay, that's a 5 comfort chair. Oh. Yeah, our cat is loud when he comes down the stairs. Alright, let's see. Get something that kind of matches. Stick with red, maybe? Oh man, this actually goes... This goes, I don't know, I'm no color coordinator, but I think this goes with, this room here. Kinda goes with that one too. Again, I don't know. Color coordination, is it better when you have 2 tones and neither tone matches the other? I don't know, is it better to go with the tone that is slightly similar or the one that's more different? For furniture and then the walls. Again, I'm no interior decorator or nothing. It could go either way. So let's just plop our chair down like right over here. So we can read things over here. And let's get a bookshelf going on, maybe some skill building items, just things to get us started and to, yeah, we want to build skills up. Do these all just give 1 fun? They all give 1 fun. Exactly 1 unit of fun. Alright. So, it's not exactly the most fancy of setups, but you have a bookshelf and a chair. Maybe put the chair next to the window, like, I don't know. Like, oh yeah, you can read with a little natural light right there. Oh, that's nice. Maybe put the bookshelf like that, and then we can, I don't know, if we wanted more bookshelves, like if we wanted to expand the library at some point, then you could just kind of like slap down more bookshelves along the wall to make it look more proper, you know? And then again, these bookshelves are they're like the cheapest ones. They only, well, I guess the cinder blocks would be the cheapest, but it's only $250. So technically, I guess we could just slap a couple of these down to make it look nice, right? So yeah, there, it looks like you have an actual library of sorts. Oh man, cat's going nuts. Only goes nuts over one thing. I know what that is. Alright. So we've got bookshelf, we've got chair. What other skill builders? It is kind of in our goal set to maximize everything. Logic. So we need a chessboard of some kind. I'm not sure if there's other ways to build logic or not. I'm not sure. I forget if you can use the PC to build logic in this. Oh, give me a second. The wife.
They can hear it. It's nothing. It's just about the cats.
Oh no. Okay.
Just before I forget it,
oh.
I think I am currently conditioning Silver to sit still when I do kissy noises.
Oh.
Like.
Ah.
He was very good when I was like breaking up a stick and throwing it for him when he was sitting still and focusing on me.
Yeah. Well, alright.
Also, hello, chat.
Yeah.
Just wanted Double to have another tool in feeding the cat without being jumped at.
Fair. Alright, I'll tab back in. Well, very quiet for right now. But, cat's just eating quietly.
Yeah, I was giving Moon a stick upstairs, then Silver came upstairs and was interrupting. That's when I yelled Silver 9.
Yeah. Alright.
Because that was her treat, but then on 2 for behaving.
Our cats have a... they're good cats, but they can be a little bit of a hassle at times. And then our other cat, I saw her over by the kitchen, and it's like, oh, I'm always worried she's gonna try to hop on the counter. Gotta keep an eye on her. Alright. So, cat drama aside, let's see. So we need a logic builder. I think the chess table is the only way to build logic in The Sims 2, I think? I'm not sure. Like, there might be other sources of it, but I know that this is a guaranteed, for sure, source of logic in this game. Also, I've never quite understood the well, I guess the little clock thing on the side there, I guess the purpose of that is it's like to time your moves, right? Like how much time you take in a move, and I guess in a more pro chess player setting, I guess that would equate to like you can only take so many seconds or minutes or whatever to make your move, I guess. I don't know a whole lot about how people play chess as like a sport. I don't know how that works. Alright, do we want some creativity builder? Like being able to paint a picture, you know? That might be a useful thing to be able to do. Might be useful, but I'm not really sure like how much our sim will actually get out of that, you know? But it's good to have the option. It's good to have the option to build your skills up, so like, I don't know. I'm just thinking like how we want to position all this. I think like reading, for reading purposes, we want like a nice little spot here by the window. So yeah, like you can either sit and read or you can use the canvas. And then we need chairs in front of the chessboard, and then I think that'll be good to go. So we'll have a bunch of different ways we can build skills. I guess this is kind of our knowledge room, if you will, right? This here's the knowledge room. And again, I'm trying to be very economic with our furniture. So furniture that is comfortable, but not necessarily too comfortable. Not expensively comfortable. I really like the look of that. It's like a chair with a... it's a chair with a lot of cloth on it. I like that, but I don't think it really fits here. But it looks pretty cool to me. All right. So yeah, just a chair. Give me a chair, preferably like a darker color to it. So I do want it to match the color of the room at least. Oh, that's a terrible chair. It's got like... I'm gonna assume that's paint stains, right? So it's got paint stains all over it. Again, I'm gonna assume it's paint stains. And then we have a nice little foldy chair with balloons. I'm assuming that's like more for parties. I don't think that's like furniture you just want in your house, right? Oh, a sectional booth seat. I like it. It does not make any sense to be here, but I like it. Okay, this seems like the kind of chair we want, and I think this will have the right look that we want. Could go with a darker wood, but this is okay for me. Maybe just get a color that's a little more fitting. I think this goes with the color of the wood that's in the room already. It might be a little dark. Yeah, I don't know, I like that one. Alright, so, okay, yeah, everything's good and functional then. I don't want to block the bookshelf. Yeah, I don't want to block anything. Might be best to keep this, like, the center space open. So, okay, there we go. So nothing is blocked, everything should be accessible, and yeah, there you go, you have a skill room. So if you need to train a skill, that room is where you go. Got a bedroom, the bathroom looks like it's fully fleshed out and functional. We have kitchen dining area. We have this big open living room, and that's normally where you'd put like the fun stuff, like a TV and all that, but it does cost almost $2,000 a week to live in this apartment, so we might want to work on making sure we can make that before we spend too much money on furniture, right? If we need fun and entertainment, you can read a book. Read a book. Oh, do we have any way to work on charisma, actually? Again, I'm thinking about building skills so that whatever path we go, we can train for it. But also, since maxing out all the skills is one of the aspirations for a knowledge sim, we want to have ways to build all the stats up. So for charisma, that usually means a mirror. Usually. I think that'd usually just be put in, like, bedroom stuff, right? Mirror usually goes in the bedroom. Or it might be a hobby here, or... Let's see, if I filter bedroom and then go miscellaneous, like, I'm thinking like a full body mirror or something, right? Am I crazy? Like, I swear, like, it'd be like a full body mirror or something. That would be how you build up your charisma, right? Yeah, mirrors, but not that one, I guess. We have a directional rug. Why is that a custom object? Huh. A power mirror. Huh. I love this. The power mirror has been specifically designed to unleash the hidden power in each and every sim. Just gazing into this mirror will send your sim's charisma skyrocketing, creating a powerful urge to partake in power lunches, power naps, power trips, power surges, and other activities of the rich and powerful. Power mirror. I love it. So, I mean, yeah, it's a mirror, right? That's a mirror, all right. I will say the bedroom is a little tight. It's a little tight in the bedroom. We don't have a whole lot of places to put a mirror. Not one that stands out in the open. I'm wondering if we can get one that goes on the wall, and that would take up less space. Yeah, we could get like a wall mirror, and I think we could still... The main thing is we don't want to block off this section here. I think having a wall mirror would not block off access to the bed. Can we get one that matches a little better with the colors and everything. Can we get a wall mirror that matches the, like, oh, here's the more classic standing mirror. But I think a mirror that goes on the wall would be best, just to kind of like do the best with our space and all that. That works. It's nothing fancy, but oh wait a second. There's an even cheaper one that might be better. The mirror on the wall. Yeah, this actually goes better with the theme too. Let's see. Does this match? I think the wooden one matches too. Yeah, there we go. So like that matches a little better with the theme. And it goes on the wall, so that works. Okay. So we can build logic, charisma, creativity, whatever the bookshelf will teach me. That's a good start. I think. And we still have 13k left over, which is plenty enough. But again, when you're doing nearly 2k per week on the rent, we are not gonna make that much money for a while. Like I'm gonna be honest, I don't think my sim will make that much money for a little while. So we kind of need some buffer, you know? And we're gonna have just regular expenses too. So yeah, I want to have a little buffer so that we can stay in the apartment without getting evicted for a while. And then we can use that time to work on our skills and to try to get into a career that'll make them some more money. Or to find a way to make money. I guess one thing that we could definitely use is a computer. We don't have a computer. We also don't have a desk either. We like, even if we aren't gonna put anything there, we might want to get a desk. So okay, let's yeah, let's maybe just get a very simple desk that we can set down. Is there a nicer desk? I mean, desks don't cost a whole lot. I like that color. Black and red, like, checkerboard. That's a mood to that. But then again, I'm just seeing if there's anything that kind of fits a little better, like motifs and all that stuff. That's a table? That's just like a bunch of blocks stacked on top of each other. I guess I don't understand modern art. See, that is a nice desk right there. That is a good desk. We actually have a desk that looks kind of like that. But it is also, yeah, that's on the more expensive end of the spectrum here. So, yeah, I guess for the moment it might not fit exactly fully with what we got going on here. But for right now, just a simple, nice simple wooden desk, that's probably the way to go. And then get a semi-comfortable chair to plop in front of it. Alright. And then we could get a computer, right? Like, just plop a computer down there. Oh man, we can get us a... Oh man, I see that computer box and that brings memories. See, this is another reason why The Sims 2 is superior. Because, yeah, you get computers like this for your Sims. Oh god, I just look at this. Oh man. Just a big clunker of a CRT, and then just a huge tower, and it's a horizontal tower. I don't think you see that all that often these days. I think the vertical tower has kind of, you know, that is what people have decided is what a PC should look like, I think. But no, horizontal towers, that was more standard. So I like seeing that. I don't know though if we I don't know if we particularly need a computer though. It would help for the job search early on. But oh, you can get a nice gaming PC. Reminds me of an Alienware PC actually. Good old Alienware. The Pear Shiny Station. Now that is just an Alienware PC. That is like, I swear I've seen that exact design. But you still got a nice square monitor. Mid-2000s. The Little Sister WD-15. Ooh. I mean, like, it's a little nonsense, but I like its intriguing style. Okay, that's just a stereo. Oh, an old-timey wall clock. Which, as a quick thought, little thought experiment, I don't know. I think most people still like to have a wall clock, right? Like, you like to have a clock on your wall just ticking away. And I guess the question is why? Like, we have wall clocks as well. It's like a thing you gotta have in your kitchen. But why? Like think about it. Why does anybody want to have a wall clock anymore? Or for that matter, why does anyone want to have a wristwatch anymore? Like, pretty much everyone has a phone on them at all times, and you know what that has? It's got a clock. So you always have the time on you at any given moment, so why do you need a clock on your wall in the kitchen? Why do you need a wristwatch? Like, I think a lot of it is just kind of like, well, I don't know, because that's just kind of how it's always been, or, you know, in the modern day, that's how it's always been. It's a weird habit to break, and it feels comfy. It feels nice to have a funny looking clock on your wall, right? Like, you know, feels nice. And there's actually not that many options for a computer here, but yeah, let's go ahead and get a very simple, basic computer. It'll help us out early on. Also, I'm really upset that you can't have a beige PC. Like, this isn't beige, right? This is white. I mean, look, the lighting it's not the best lighting to view this sort of thing in, but I'm pretty sure that's a white computer, right? Like, there's a little better lighting in the kitchen here. I mean, it's close, I guess. I guess that might be it. Again, the lighting might just be off, but I don't think that's a beige PC. I think that's white or gray. But maybe my eyes are bad. I'll admit it. But I miss a good old beige PC. Like, AKA the school computer lab PC color, right? Oh man, I guess it can be like, oh, you look like an asshole pulling your phone out of your pocket. Like, I guess, but I don't know, like, it doesn't really look any less like you're being an asshole, like, if you pull out, or, you know, if you just, like, you know, if you like hold up your wrist and look at your watch, you know, it's not really any better. It's like, oh, you got somewhere to be, huh? I suppose you can get away with looking at a wall clock a lot easier, right? Like, if there's a clock on the wall, you can kind of like sneak a look at it every now and then, and you can do that a little more covertly than either a watch or a phone. I'll give that one. I still think the wristwatch, though, I don't know, to me it's a little superfluous these days. Alright, but I think we have here a decent little home. It has everything that we'll need, and we cannot afford to live there, so we're living the modern 2025 life here. Can't wait to get evicted. Alright, so now let's move Dubbolus the Wizard into their new home. And again, we are on the path to ultimate power and or immortality. But you know, you gotta start small, right? You gotta start somewhere. Oh, look at this, we're making friends already. Yay. This old timer doesn't really seem to like anyone. Ah, okay, doing the inner wrist watch. Okay. Oh no, I think we are not making friends. Oh, I think that's like our landlord. Okay. So we have a landlord to deal with. Also, I think we've made Dubbolus here a bit of an asshole. Yeah, she doesn't seem to make friends too well. And she likes to play in puddles. Oh my god, she likes to play in puddles in the rain. Also, ooh, a little bit of lag there. Again, I have so many visual overhauls in my game. Every now and then, you know, it's fine. So, let's pause for a moment. Like, did I make the sim that much of an asshole? I didn't think I did. Let's see, where I forget, where are my sims just normal, here we go. So they're neat, they're active, they're more on the shy side, they're serious. I mean, I don't know, I feel like 4 bars shouldn't equate to being an asshole, right? Like you're less, you know, you're less nice, but they should still be able to get along with people, right? Ah, well. So what's this? There's a lot of little things in the interface in The Sims 2. Ooh, some neighbors have shown up to welcome you to the apartment. Like, what is this? Reputation! Sims can develop their reputation based on their activities. I totally forgot that there's reputation. So Dubbolus's average or their reputation level is average cabbage. Yeah, I completely forgot that there was a reputation system. I know that in like The Sims 3 there's the whole fame thing. I forget if there's any sort of fame equivalent in The Sims 2. I can't remember. Like all the Sims games start to blur together for me at a certain time. Alright. So we're a science-oriented, or not science, but a knowledge-oriented sim. Knowledge aspiration. So we gotta get them aspiration points so that we can get aspiration rewards, and so the sim doesn't have a mental breakdown. So our current level is depressing dud. Well, that's not great. Okay. We have no secondary aspiration selected. Wait, so let's see. Visit the aspiration reward panel. Click on the lifetime aspiration benefits button to choose a secondary as well as other benefits. Okay, so the aspiration reward panel. Where's that at exactly? Rewards. Aspiration rewards. Lifetime aspiration benefits. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about this. So we have secondary aspiration. I kind of forgot you start with 5 points. That feels a little, I don't know, it feels like you shouldn't start with... I feel like you should start with 0, right? But, okay. Well, I mean, I guess I could choose a secondary. Why not? So, I mean, our primary is knowledge. I guess we could also choose fortune. These benefits will become available for your sim to unlock. Skilled negotiator, slower motive decay, financial advice for cash. pleasure, there's popularity. I feel like a sim that isn't very nice is probably not going to do good for popularity. Romance is okay. And then there's grilled cheese. Grilled cheese aspiration, which is one you do not get to select that on sim creation. Huh. Bottomless stomach. The cheesetarian lifestyle. Huh. So you gain fatness points from food slower than normal sims. I mean, that's quite a benefit. Slower bladder decay. Paint grilled cheese. It feels like a bit of a joke aspiration. So yeah, fortune. I feel like knowledge and fortune. That's a good one to go with, right? I mean, if we're seeking ultimate power and immortality, yeah, I guess money does go with knowledge, right? So sure, I'll take that as my secondary, and then that unlocks these three things I can choose from. Okay. Skilled negotiator. Yeah, like we have an RPG like skill tree going on. I always forget about that. All right. So let's see. They're naturals at the fine art of haggling. So your ruthless nature nets you a hefty bump in salary compared to other sims. So I guess it's just you make more money at your job, which again, that would go a long way to getting us moved into a nice big castle at some point. So I can't really deny that would be useful. But what else we got? So this slows down your social and fun decay. Let's get more vacation days, social comfort. So okay, let me say this. I think for now, I do kind of want to keep the I like the secondary aspiration. I kind of like that. It's just more to work for. But I will be honest, it feels a little cheap that you start the game here with 5 points, right? Because there's only, I mean, in total, there's only 16, right? There's only like 16 things you can get. So to start with 5 points, it kind of feels like, well, you could just max a whole tree out to start. And a lot of these things, they, like slower decays on some of your motives, like these are all handy and totally go for it, but it kind of feels like maybe, I don't know, it feels like this is not really something that I should have access to right at the start of the game, you know? Like I feel like you should start with 0 and then maybe work your way up. But I guess it's okay. For now though, we're not going to touch any of this. I like that I have a new secondary aspiration, but we're not touching any of that right now. Alright. So yeah, we're keeping it vanilla for now. Alright, what do we got? So they want a job in the science career, the journalism career, the adventurer career, or the intelligence career. So we, hold up. Yeah, we right-click on a want or fear to put a hold on it. It'll keep it from changing before you fulfill it. So I'm thinking, like, what would be a little more appropriate for a, you know, for a wizard, right? We're going with that theme. And I mean, hell, scientist wouldn't necessarily be anti that, but adventurer kind of feels like what you'd want, right? Like, yeah, you go on adventures, get rare artifacts, hoard magic shinies in your castle, right? That seems very fitting. So if we can get a job in the adventurer career, then yeah, sure. That would fit. All right, we are a scholar and an adventurer. So, okay. The fears. So they do not want to see a fire, they don't want to burn food, and they don't want to use a public toilet. So that is what this sim fears right now. So I guess avoid doing that. If you gotta poop, do it at home. Okay, well, yeah, let's see. So we'll set it to find a job, and you just have to hope that adventure is one of the jobs that pop up on offer, right? Otherwise, there's the newspaper. You can check that. But if none of them offer adventurer as a choice, then yeah, we're a little limited. Oh, Mr. Humble's here. He's there to give you your box of free goodies. Yeah, I don't know that we want his box of free goodies, but yeah, I'll take it and put it in our room for now. So, all right. So it's a nice rainy day, right? Nice rainy sim day. Let's keep the camera under the roof so we're not raining in here. Time to assume the gamer posture, you know, like a goblin at the computer, and let's see if we can get an adventurer career. So architect, no. Keep looking. Must be adventurer. Nope, not law enforcement. So it might actually take a few days just to find the right offering. Yeah, no, not military. I mean, I'd take science as well. Like, if we can get one of the other ones, I guess it would be okay. So science is on offer. Again, it would work. Science would also work as career choice. You're a magical scientist, I suppose. But, I mean, adventurer does sound fun. So, you know, if we can luck into it, that would be great. Slacker. No more. Okay. No more for today. I suppose we could spend the day just, like, getting our skills up. Ooh, we got fire. We got fire. Oh, don't look out the window. Oh no, she's looking out the window. But fortunately, she doesn't have a view of the fire from there. Ooh. It's like, yeah, it's like, oh no, whenever it storms, I guess just, yeah, do not look outside. Yeah, some loud thunder. I love it. Gets right in my ears. So, has the newspaper been delivered? I assume that newspapers do still get delivered to people in the apartments, I assume. But if there's a newspaper somewhere, I'm not seeing it. Now, I'm trying to think, like, how does one go about becoming a wizard in The Sims 2? I kind of forget. I kind of forget what the path to wizarddom is in The Sims 2. I forget if it's like an object you have to buy and then use it, or like if you have to find someone to train you in the ways of the wizard. I forget. Oh no, she's making food. She's making food, so that means she might, like, you know, she might set the house on fire. And let me take a quick look. Like, is there just offhandedly, like, some kind of object that relates to magic? I forget. It's a pottery wheel. So, let's see, right now we're searching under... Yeah, let's sort by function. Creativity, knowledge, exercise, recreation, and then miscellaneous. Oh, is this an ant farm? Oh yeah, it's an ant farm. Man, I had an ant farm. I missed that. Oh, we just get an... Oh my god, could we put that inside our house? I guess if we had the room for it. Just put a junk car and fix it up in your apartment. So we have a floral workstation. Mechanical stitching station. I wonder what you can do with that. Like, I do wonder what you can actually do with that. I don't remember this object. The crazy fun toy bench. Trains. Trains. The non-deadly robot crafting creation station. Yeah, I am very curious what a lot of this does exactly. But none of it is, as far as I can tell, none of it is magic related. So it must not be something that you buy. I can't remember how it works in The Sims 2. I played too much Sims 3. That, and there's just so many objects to look at. So many. And then somewhere in here I have some custom stuff too, where like I did get a laundry. There's a laundry system. I got that, but you have to put in laundry objects before you can make use of it. We don't really have a laundry, like we don't have a good room for laundry. We have a bathroom, but like that's too. I want to say that there's not really space for doing laundry over there. Yeah, so I'm not sure how the wizarding works in this one. All right, well, oh good, she made a sandwich without burning the kitchen. Cool. So yeah, I want to see what's in Mr. Humble's box over here, but I guess I'll let her eat her sandwich first. Oh, as the storm rages on. Like those lightning bolts get me every single time. They're so goddamn loud. But I mean, it's a lightning bolt. It's kind of supposed to be loud. Alright, well, we can fast forward time. Alright. Man, like it really flashes the screen, too. I guess that means the lightning is really close. So what was the gift? Like, what did we get from Mr. Humble? He gave us a sweet new gaming rig. Yeah, he gave us this. Mr. Humble's computer. I kind of hate the PC gift because it's a really good PC, right? But like I don't want it. I don't want the good PC. I want my shitty like school computer lab computer. That's what I want. So yeah, I'm just getting rid of the PC that they gift you. Too many free gifts in The Sims. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, use that beige computer. Well, not quite beige, but what am I looking at here? Is that just The Sims 2? No, that's the Sims look a little different. That's not The Sims 2, I don't think. Are they playing The Sims 3 in The Sims 2? Like when I look at it, that's The Sims 3. What? What? Am I time traveling? Yeah, yeah. So like, what's trippy about this is that like, yeah, yeah, you're playing The Sims 3 and The Sims 2. I can only assume that. So I can only assume that that must have been added very late on in The Sims 2's lifespan, when they were probably still making The Sims 3. So, because like this doesn't quite look like The Sims 3 either. Like it doesn't quite look like The Sims 3. So that's probably yeah, that's probably a very early build of The Sims 3. That is just curious as hell. So, alright. A fire happened somewhere. Like, oh, the wall got lit on fire. It was weird. Also, did a newspaper get delivered yet? Hold up, I'm zooming my camera around so much, I'm lagging myself out. So yeah, I thought that newspapers would get delivered here, but I don't really see it. So yeah, I want that adventurer career. Oh look, we've gained enough enthusiasm to talk about games. Cool. It looks like our sim is getting a skill too, which I'm not sure what skill they're getting from playing games. Oh yeah, we can order groceries. Oh, right, we can check the fridge to see how much food it has, right? Yeah, we can check food supplies. Okay, so, we have 196 food points out of 200. No fresh food. Yeah, I swear that you could have, or that the newspaper would get delivered to an apartment still, right? Maybe it's just too late in the day. Apparently they're just having a party up here on the rooftop. I feel like it's not the best time to have a... I feel like it isn't the best time to have a party on the rooftop when it's, like, raining like crazy and also lightning is striking in the very near vicinity of the apartment. I feel like this is how you die, you know? But alright, cool. So yeah, I mean, we have a very expensive apartment here that we can't afford, so I am wondering if maybe we should just take the science job, even though it's not really the one that we want, right? Looking at my influence and all that. Let's see, what do we got? So, influence, we are a puny pleader. I completely forgot about influence. So you choose influence 2 and then choose a sim. Or choose an action in the pie menu to control another sim. You gain influence by fulfilling influence once. Huh. Yeah, I completely forgot that's a thing. Huh. So basically, if you complete influence once, then you can basically mind control other sims to a limited degree. That is quite powerful. And it's something you have to work towards, so, alright. So we have 4 aspiration points. And let's see, our current aspiration level is Brain Stretcher. Oh, wait. So we actually have a lifetime want here. So apparently, it's completely random. Apparently, our lifetime want is to become a chief of staff in the medical career. Huh. When this is achieved, the sim will achieve platinum aspiration for the rest of their lifetime. So, to get platinum aspiration forever, all we have to do is become, well, all we have to do is max out the medical career tree, which, okay. That feels like a little bit of a sidestep from our, like, overall goals, though, right? Like, I don't know if it's just me, but that feels like a little bit of a sidestep. I guess you could just say that it's necromancy, right? Like we're gonna use our wizardly knowledge to work in the hospital. Just bring the dead back to life. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that was on offer either. So I guess I'll untick that. She wants to gain a skill point. I'll keep that locked in. She wants to buy a telescope too. I mean, I guess we could buy a telescope, right? We could get a telescope. I don't think that's too expensive. What's that under? Kind of forget what telescope is under. Oh yeah, right. Telescopes are a logic item, though, I think. Yeah, this improves logic, and it's a fun item too. Oh yeah, you get some fun. I think it works if you plop it down in front of a window. I think it will work out. Oh, I didn't even realize we have a fireplace. I did not even realize we actually have a fireplace, and unfortunately that means we'd have to block that off, huh? I'd rather not block it. But if I put the telescope here, then we're kind of blocking all this off, and that ain't great. I think I'm gonna have to move some things around. I'd wanted that to be like our skill room, right? But I guess not. Well, what we could do is we could put the bookshelves right here, right? So now you have two bookshelves. What else would you put there? Oh, sudden cat. Oh. He just settled in by my feet. I feel a tail on my leg. Oh. Alright, so we may or may not sell that one, but let's see. So we could move this over here, let's say. Or, again, I don't want to block anything off, so just, I guess you could do that there. This is still okay right here. And then, I guess we could just put this nice chair, I don't know, I guess we could put the nice chair like right over here, so you can sit in front of the fireplace and read, right? Yeah, there you go. So I guess we don't really need a third bookshelf then. Yeah. Alright. And I think Sims will still be able to get to everything in the room, so that works. I really wish we could delete that closet, but we can't. Alright, so hey, fill our first want. We got a telescope. Someone's playing with a dog down there. Where are they? I guess they're just in their apartment. Or no, they're... How did you get that dog on the roof? It's Hatbox. Hatbox the dog. Also, I'm just petting my cat real quick. Oh, adorable fluffy cat. Alright. So wait. That looks so... I mean, you know, dogs can use stairs. It just looks kind of funny. Uh-oh, what's this? Dubbolus. Word on the street is that you're not doing too great in the community. There's been unpleasant rumors spreading about you. You should keep a lookout for yourself. Oh no. Dubbolus the Wizard is already an unsavory member of the community. I didn't think I made a I didn't think I made a sim that would, like, oh look, they're being an asshole all over the place. I didn't think I did that. Like, what's she doing here? Be poked. Oh no, they're picking fights. Okay, so yeah, I guess I made a very not friendly sim. Alright. So, let me just check. We can actually, like, I need to make sure we can actually use the telescope where I put it. I think a telescope in front of a window, I think that works. But, let's make sure we can use it. Oh no, cat! Oh no! No! Cat, be gone! Alright, chased him away. All right. So, oh wait, I didn't see. We have problems here, right? Hold up. Let me just see. So she can't get to it, which I assume that means. I mean, I thought. Like okay. Can she use it now? All right, that works. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to make sure that she could actually use the telescope from where she's at. Is that a burglar? Is there just a burglar here? Like, that's the burglar, right? It's the Hamburglar. But yeah, does the burglar just live here? That would be kind of funny if the burglar just lives in this apartment complex. And it seems like there's other people in the area too. Also, oh boy, what's lagging my game out all of a sudden? Something just oh wow. Oh, that's what did it. I was kind of wondering, like, why is my game all of a sudden so laggy? It kicked into overdrive. Yeah, we were in triple speed for a bit there, and there's lots of people on the lot. Okay, so I guess we're going to just try to get into the medical career, because that's, yeah, apparently that is what will give us a platinum aspiration, right? Though I do feel like if we get, you know, science would be acceptable too, but it won't give us a platinum aspiration. Alright, let's wake them up. They got enough sleep. So wake up. Again, the sim can use the toilet on their own, but let's try to optimize their time here. So use toilet, take a shower, not a bath. Hunger, that's also a need, but they can handle that on their own. And it's a new day, so we can check the PC again for, you know, to see if there's a medical job available. Also, Tuesday, like, there should have been, like, there should be a newspaper delivery, right? Like, I'm pretty sure even apartments get that. I'm pretty sure. But, yeah. Wait, what's that? Is that the newspaper? That's the newspaper! Why is it on the roof? Yeah, let's use that. Okay. I have no idea how the newspaper got on the roof, but yeah, here it is, and we're just gonna read the newspaper in the rain. Because the newspaper does have different jobs than the PC. Nothing! Nothing! So, okay, yeah, like, did not have the jobs that we needed there. So now what are they gonna do with the newspaper? Gonna recycle it? No. Just gonna set it down on the desk. Okay, so let's try to find a job through the PC. Like, I know you're starving, but we need to get into the medical career so that we can have a shiny diamond over our head for the rest of our life. Journalism. The gamer career track as a noob. Tempting. And oh my god, now the adventurer career is on there. Now it's on there. Man. Man. Criminal, so there's no job. I wonder if it's possible to change the aspiration. I don't think it is, right? Like, I think it's just, this is what you gotta do. But we need, so yeah, again, we're in an apartment that we cannot afford, so we need to make some money so that we can stay there. So, I think we're just gonna have to take a job just so we have one. And then, like, check every day to try to change it. And, you know, we're gonna need to be able to afford food, too, because the food that's in the fridge is great, but yeah, eventually it'll run out, and we'll need more. Alright, well, at least they made a ton of food, right? She made enough food to eat over and over and over again, so grab another bowl, max that hunger out. Get in there. Just a giant bowl of, I don't know, is it mac and cheese? What the hell did they make? Is that cereal or mac and cheese? I can't tell. Could go either way. I guess since it's breakfast time, they probably made a giant bowl of cereal, which is really funny to think about. I kind of love the idea, like, okay, how many, like, see, I could understand making a giant pot of, I don't know, ramen or spaghetti or whatever, right? And you're just taking some from the pot every now and then. I can get that. I can get behind that. But the idea of making, like, the idea of just, like, filling up a giant bowl with cereal and milk and then just leaving it to sit, and, like, every now and then you just, like, ladle some out into a smaller bowl. It's gonna get completely soggy. Like, it's just gonna be it's gonna be cereal soup. It just sounds disgusting, but you know what? I won't tell my sim how to live her life. So yeah, it's a little late. We missed out on it as a want, but I guess let's get that adventurer career. It's not gonna do any aspiration, you know. There'll probably be some wants from it, but it's not gonna fill out the aspiration, the lifetime aspiration. But for now, it'll do. So take it. Carpool arrives at 8. And let's see, what are our work days? So yeah, 5 days out of the week. We need to work on our body for this one. Which I'm not sure if you need any body for the medical career, like maybe early on. But I think we should focus on skills that will help with the medical career, because as soon as we can switch over, we'll try to switch over. But for now, it's just you have something, right? Also, I believe that would be our bills, right? No more gaming. Time to get that first bill. Huh, she wants to go fishing. She wants... what's this? To see a wolf. And to earn 100 simoleons. Well, that one's easy. Earning 100 simoleons is easy. Gaining a skill point, that's easy too. So we have some easy goals that we can go for. Alright, yeah, I assume this is our bills, and that's our landlord. I wonder if it pays to be on our landlord's good side. Also, you might have seen story progression. Yeah, I do have that on. It's kind of funny, when I looked into the story progression mod for The Sims 2, what was really funny is a lot of people acknowledge that they actually like how the story progression mod handles that. They like it better than how The Sims 3 handles it, funny enough. But the average Sims 2 player does not like story progression. Like, it's actually one of the reasons they like The Sims 2 is that they don't want Sims to do things without their permission, basically. And I'm more of a hands-off player. I like to let my Sims do whatever and just see what comes out of that. So I like The Sims 3 more than 2 in that way. So a mod that brings that aspect of The Sims 3 into The Sims 2, I like that a lot. Like, for me, that is preferable. Oh, our bills are only 498. Huh. That's a lot lower than I would have thought. I mean, aren't we supposed to be paying, like, yeah, aren't we supposed to be paying like 1,000 per week? Oh god. Oh no. I just, like, I think, because today is Tuesday, right? And they said that it's every Monday, right? Every Monday we pay, oh god. So I just realized that, yeah, so we're gonna get bills 2 days a week, right? Like normal? Like every house in The Sims gets bills 2 days a week. It's like Tuesdays and Thursdays. But on top of that, we're gonna get slammed with a 2K rental bill on top of that. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Did not even think about it. So that means like our total bills, like, because what we're paying like almost 500. So the normal bills are going to be 1,000 a week, and then the rental is going to be almost 2,000. So like we're looking at like 3,000 a week. I don't think we can afford to live here. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's I have I have a mod that triples the normal bills and triples the rental fees. So we're paying like 3x of everything, and it's because the normal amount is way too little. Like the normal bills for The Sims are so light that unless you really stack, like unless you build a gigantic house and just go nuts putting the most expensive stuff in every single square inch of it, your bills are usually pretty light normally. To the point where it's not too much of a hassle to just do whatever and play however. So this 3x bills is gonna, it's gonna hurt, but it's what I want. Alright. Recycle. Oh, we got a little recycling chute right there. That's good. Also, let's look for, again, we want to look for that medical job. We want to always look for the medical job. Criminal, adventurer, journalist, okay. So no medical. Alright. Unfortunate. Oh, I can light a fire. I don't think it's a good idea. Also, we should pay our bills. Let's pay our bills. Time to pay bills. But yeah, I guess I thought that we were only going to be paying the rental fee and that was it. But no, we pay the rental fee and also normal bills. I guess utilities and all that, right? Yeah, you can tell I don't normally do apartments in The Sims, but yeah. Well, we can dance with this criminal up here, but no thanks. So yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna be like in crippling debt in a moment if we don't figure out how to afford to live in this apartment. So well, I mean, okay. So we don't have the job for the sim that we want, but we have something and skills. So we can work on our skills and we can work on our relationships. You need both of those in order to advance in any of the careers, so we can just go with what we assume might be needed for the medical career. I assume logic. I mean, body might be used too, but I assume logic is gonna come into play. And, well, you'll need friends too. So we should try to start making some friends. There's Callista Fuchs here. And also we have to think about the limited lifespan too. I do have a mod on. Well, I have a mod on that does enhance sim lifespan, but it's still not that long, you know? So yeah, the sim lifespan, the time from fresh adult to elder is 63 days. And then elders die off at some point after that. But yeah, I think normally a sim. I'm trying to remember how long a normal sim lifespan is at the adult phase. I think the normal adult lifespan phase is like 30 days, right? I believe it's about 30 days to go from adult to elder. That ain't long. Like 30 days goes by in a pretty short amount of time. So I found that 62 days is like you're basically doubling it up. I found that's a little more reasonable, so you have time to do what you want to do, but also Sims, you know, they don't stick around forever either. Like, you have to think about it. You gotta think about what you're doing. And don't waste too much time of a Sim's life. Like, that's one thing. It tends to be all kinds of Sims 2 players. Some people play the game very generationally, like, you know, they make it all about your Sim's family and kind of like advancing and passing things on to the next generation, and I get that. I like that kind of thing in most games too. But I don't know. I find that like the time that you have as a normal adult sim that has access to everything they can possibly do, yeah, like roughly 30 days ish is way too short. Like, that's a month. You know, your sim has a month of adult life. That is not a lot to work with. And when you're playing the game generationally, then it's fine, because it's more like you're building up to the next generation, right? But if you want to actually accomplish things with a single sim, you kind of need a little more time. But then some people go the opposite way, and they prefer to play with no aging at all. Like, there's people that turn aging off, which you can just do that. And nothing wrong with it, but I find that when you turn aging off completely, the game gets really stagnant. Because, yeah, you'll just have, like, you know, you'll have all these immortal Sims that are all friends with each other, and they're all super rich, and, you know, like, things get super stagnant. So I find that a longer lifespan is good, but not too long. So that way you do have that time pressure still, and things are always shifting around because Sims are getting old and dying, etc. I mean, yeah, if you think about it in real terms, it's like, yeah, Sims basically live like flies, right? I mean, there's more life states. I mean, you know, yeah, like, they have some time as an elder, and then there's all the time leading up to being an adult, so it's more than just that number of days, but yeah, Sims don't live that long. And you can achieve immortality, too. Like, there's ways to achieve immortality in The Sims. But again, I find it better to need to work towards that, right? Like, rather than just turning aging off for everyone, I find it works better if there is aging, but it's just a little slower. And if you have to work towards achieving immortality in whatever form that takes, I think that kind of comes out better. Which I am thinking how exactly we're going to achieve immortality with Dubbolus here. I'm thinking we want to learn magic and all that good stuff, but I think we also want to maybe be a vampire, because that would solve the aging problem. It's just we would also need to live in a place that doesn't have windows. Like, we would need to live in a place where we can comfortably live in the dark, basically. But that would be one way to solve the immortality issue. Oh, look, we saw a wolf. Oh yeah, hey look, there's a wolf. It's Hatbox. Hatbox the wolf. He's just rolling around in the communal garden down here. Well, that's adorable. Yeah, he's just going to town in that garden. I wonder if we can tame a wolf. Like, I wonder if you can, like... Clearly you can interact with it. So I do wonder if you have the option of, like... You know, taming the wolf and claiming it as your pet. That would be kind of fun. Oh, the wife calls. Yes? Oh, okay, okay. So the wife is hungry and also needs help with the cat, so I guess for now we'll leave it here. This is a good place to leave it. We at least got settled in, okay? We're settled in, character is started. We have a plan, we have a game plan, we just need to achieve it. So, yeah, for now, we didn't accomplish a lot, but we'll leave it here. We'll pick it up again next stream. I don't know how much Sims stuff we're gonna do. Like, I don't know how much of The Sims 2 I'm gonna play or for how long, but it does feel good to at least get back into the game. It feels good. So next time, we'll do more. I promise. We will actually do more. Alright? So, till then, tab out. Let's get out of here, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one. I'm gonna have some lunch now.